Okay, let's look at adding some colour and using some of the black line drawings that we've been encouraging you to do. So this is a picture you saw me take from my sketchbook in the studio. So first thing I need to do is just go transform, well, actually it's image, rotation, 90 degrees counterclockwise. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim it, crop it in, so you'll never know that it's not completely straight on, but that will do. And it looks nice and black and white, but it's not, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Command L, which is up here, look, adjustments, levels, Command L, but Command L I use all the time, and it brings up this. Now what this is showing you, this little white triangle shows you how much white there is in the image, and you can see there's no white at all. Here is the black. You can see there might be a tiny bit of black, but almost nothing. This little lump at the end is the amount of black in the dark in the image. That will be the dark line. This great slab here is all of the white, the various shades of white. So if we want all of this to be pure white, what you need to do is drag this slider just to the other side. And if we want these bits here, which if you zoom in, you'll see all these lines, they're not pure black. If we want them to be pure black, you need to pull this the other side of the line. Okay. Now don't take it too far, because then it starts to be a bit pixely. But around here is probably what you want. More important really is the white. So when you're done, just say OK. Now that should be pure black and white. Okay. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a new layer, and on that layer, let's hope the gradient behaves itself this time. I'm going to use the gradient tool, and I'm going to go from dark blue to light blue. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a gradient down it like that. Okay. Then I can unlock this, put it underneath, and then I can make this so I can see through the white. Now the way you do that is multiply. And that looks good. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some tone in, and I'm going to use this text here as the tone. So I'm going to say open, edit with Photoshop. That's not what I meant. Cancel. Open with, edit with Photoshop. Great. Okay. So this is sort of a mid-grey, but if we just do Command L, and let's make the darks a bit darker. I don't mind the white not being white at this stage. I'll just do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all and copy. And I'm just going to go back to this image here and paste. And paste. Right, okay. And we're going to rotate it. So Command T. And I'm just going to rotate it around. I don't want it completely straight, so I want it a little bit of a jaunty angle. We'll put it to about there. Actually, maybe just there, and we'll just stretch it out a bit more so it just covers the screen. Great, that looks good. Hit return, and that'll do. Now I'm going to put this underneath here. The grey is too grey at the moment. I need to be able to see it a bit more. So I'm just going to do this. And I want all of the buildings in the back to have this grey text background. Okay, so the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to use this tool here, and just very roughly I'm just going to go round it like this. I'm not too bothered about it being perfect, because I sort of want a bit of, it not being a perfect match. Then I'll just go up here just go around here like this. And back up to the top. So on this layer here, I'm just going to add a mask. And then we'll just bring it back to 100%. 100% is perhaps too much. Oh, that looks good. Look at that. Now what I did last week was I put in some cobbles in the bottom. So we'll do exactly the same thing. I'm just going to quickly go to Pexels. So Pexels, great website here, this one. And I'll just close this and I'm going to search for tarmac. Let's just find, that looks good because that sort of fits what we're after actually. So I'm just going to download that one. There it goes. I'll just go to here. That's the one we want. We're going to say open with Photoshop. Going to do select all, copy, back to this one, not that one, this one, and paste. Sorry, and paste. Right, there it is. And let's do Command T because we don't need it to be as big as that. We probably want it, well look at that, it fits pretty well, that line and everything, so we'll go for that. Then same again, I'm just going to draw the bit that I want to keep, which would be something like this. Did I do that? I think I did. So the bit I want to keep is that bit, add a mask. And there we go, looking good. Now the lorry we might decide we want to be red. So again, I'm just going to make a new layer. And this one, I guess I could just get red paint and just paint it in. Whoops, that last bit, let's just get the rubber, rub that bit out. Okay. And we're just building it up. Now, just looking at it, I sort of think I want this to be a bit stronger. So let's just get this layer here and just increase the opacity a bit. Somewhere around there. And that's looking good. Now, if that was an illustration for a magazine, that would look great. And look what we've done with what essentially was a very quick, rough drawing done with just black line pen. That's what you can do with things, and that was not done with a scanner, just straight in with my iPhone 11 Pro. Okay, so a 4-year-old phone, 5-year-old phone. Anyway, that's it. Have fun with that. Try and hand colour your drawings. Okay, how long was that? 8 minutes, no problem.